Taxonomy is all about the classification of organisms, and organisms are classified into what can be described as nested hierarchies. So this is a nested hierarchy. So the bigger category is simply man-made stuff or artifacts. And within man-made stuff, there's a category of, say, personal belongings. And among personal belongings are your clothing. And then as a subset of clothing are your socks. I suppose we can go further and say you have a left sock and a right sock and so on. Colored socks and work socks and dress socks. So I mean, there's lots of different categories that can be put into these different categories. But the important point is that we've got a way of describing things that starts out more general and gets more specific as you go into the smaller circles in this case. And this is how one describes organisms. So these are nested hierarchies. The way this is set up, this circle, this small circle here is actually this big circle there. So this is actually inside of here. But we've got these major taxonomic categories. We've got the cellular organisms, which can be broken up into 3 domains. Each domain can be broken up into multiple kingdoms. Each kingdom into multiple phyla. Or divisions in the case of plants. Each phyla into multiple classes, each class into multiple orders, each order into multiple families, each family into multiple genera, each genera into potentially multiple species, and then you've also got subspecies that come below the level of species. So each time you go up, you're including more types of organisms. And the organisms that are included together in each of these groups are organisms that are more similar to one another. So organisms that are in the same order are going to be more similar to each other than organisms necessarily are that are in the same phylum or in the same domain. But all the organisms found in one domain are going to be more similar to each other than organisms found in a different domain.